Hey guys, if you're liking these videos, please think about liking, subscribing. And here's the thing, if you hit the bell button right next to the subscribe button, you will get a notification every time one of my videos is posted. Anytime that I go live, you will be alerted. So, like the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell. Hey, I gotta talk to you guys about something. And right now I don't know, I think it's four days that I've been off running. Now, you know, some of you are probably going, why the heck are you not running, Dave? What's going on? Truth be told, my knee, I think I got runner's knee. I think that's what's going on. I don't have an appointment with a physiotherapist until like, I don't know, 13 days from now because of COVID. So I am literally just trying to figure this out myself. So this sucks, guys. This really, really, really sucks. And I mean, I literally want to run. I want to run. I want to get out there. And this is the whole thing, right? Like, we as runners, we just want to do our thing. We want to do our sport, right? This is what we want to do. And sometimes you got to know when to fold them. Right? It's kind of like playing poker, right? Like, you just need to know when you need to fold, right? Because you just don't want to injure it anymore. What am I going to do? People have asked me if I'm going to continue to train by heart rate. And yes, I'm going to continue using the MAF method. And then I've had other people say, well, why would you do that? Because, you know, there are athletes out there, you know, that don't train by a MAF. It's like, yeah, but they train in zone 2. Right? Zone 2 and MAF method training is very, very close to one another. Okay. And if you're like an athlete who is just killing it, you're definitely not watching me. You're not watching my videos. You couldn't care less about me, and that's perfectly fine. Right? I like making these videos because it can help beginners, intermediate runners, people who are coming back from injury. Just, you know, I'm just a guy. I'm a real estate agent who loves to run, who loves to inspire others to find their thing and get out and do it, right? Whether it's running or whether it's, I don't know, playing soccer. Like, really just get out there and do your sport. I'm at a marina, lots of snow, and I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I'm not enjoying not running. I'm trying to find joy in walking, and I love walking. Walking is great. However, I find that you got to bundle yourself up a lot more than normal. And I just realized I had my sunglasses on, and it's not being, I don't know, considerate of me to talk to you. I think it's more personal when you can see my eyeballs, as long as they don't freeze. No, but on a serious note, guys, do I plan on sticking with MAF training long term? You know, am I just going to plod along, do my thing, you know? And the answer is yeah. Yeah, I think I am. I mean, it got me to the finish line of my 50 miler, right? It's allowed me to run over 4,000 kilometers this year, right? It's allowed me to go as long as I have without an injury. And I think, stupid me over here, I honestly need to stretch my quads more. I need to spend more time stretching, because what's happening, I think, is the calves are tight. It's pulling on the, I don't know, something on the knee, which kind of makes it hurt. And it hurts the most is when I'm driving. That's the part where it really hurts. A couple of people mentioned that 80-20 is their deal, right? Is their way of training. And I'm going to say, yeah, absolutely. 80% zone 2 or MAF training is perfect, right? 20% speed, like tempos, fartleks, track work, threshold runs. Sure, go ahead and do it. I mean, I did that in the summertime and it was great, right? So now that it's wintertime, last time I looked, it's winter. There's snow everywhere and there's ice everywhere. And I had a buddy of mine who literally went running and he wiped out on black ice and he's got 2 broken ribs, right? Yeah, we could fall at any point in time. So I am liking this whole running slow thing because running fast in the wintertime kind of scares the crap out of me a bit because I actually have wiped out and hurt myself. So I just got to watch what I'm walking on. So, and I know not everyone's the same. We're all different parts of the world, right? And that's okay. You go out and do your thing, right? So we need to have a conversation. When is the right time to switch to 80-20 training from full-time MAF? That question gets asked of me a lot. And what I have to say to anyone that's building their base, who's thinking about, when the heck do I switch? When do I go from full-time MAF training to 80-20 training? When does that happen, right? It happens when you're ready. There's no rhyme or reason. You decide when that's gonna be, right? Because you're just building your base, guys. But you decide when you want to shift. One of the things that people use to figure out if they need to shift, if they need to pivot, is when their training plateaus. And that means after a month or two, if you're noticing, or even longer, if you're not progressing, if you're not improving anymore and you're kind of staying stagnant, then it may be time to add some speed work in. Speed work is awesome and you will get faster. Higher leg turnover, right? Cadence. All those things are amazing. And you still have to train those fast twitch fibers, right? You still need to do that. And so I encourage you, if you are thinking about, when that time is to shift from that type of full-time base training, it's gonna come down to you. And only you're gonna know when you wanna do that. So you decide, right? You decide. My channel is here to, like I said, inspire others, to motivate others, to tell a story about, my life and my journey and things that I'm doing, and a way of keeping me accountable to my running. And to that end, I'm grateful for you guys for following along. That's what it's about. It's about community. I'm feeling flipping lonely, guys. I feel, man, it's rough, right? This whole COVID thing, not being able to see your loved ones. I'm doing my best with work, and I'm wearing a mask and I'm wearing gloves and doing all those things, right? But it's lonely. Like, I miss my running friends so much. I miss my in-laws, right? Like, it's just really hard. I'm an extrovert. And people have lost their loved ones and they haven't even been able to grieve. So I'm very aware and very conscious of what's going on. My heart goes out to everybody who's gotten COVID, who's gotten sick, who has lost a loved one, who has not been able to be there when they're sick or when they've passed, and then can't go to their funeral. It's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching. And to see what it's doing to families, with teenagers, right? Oh my gosh. Like when I was 18 and 19 and 20, my gosh, everything's closed, dudes. Everything's closed. I've never seen this place so empty in all my life. Hopefully the lockdown is going to come to an end sometime, but Man, like, there's nothing. It's quiet. It's literally it's literally a ghost town. I mean, you could probably count everybody on 2 hands that's out here. Being that age, right? And I'm just looking at all of the teenagers right now who are being responsible and who are taking it seriously, and they've got like Zoom fatigue, right? I've got Zoom fatigue. And, you know, they're being cooped up in their house with their parents, and that's playing a mental struggle with them, right? Not being able to see their friends, having panic attacks, anxiety. Like, man, since these last 4 days have really kind of started to show cracks in my world. And it's rough. It's rough. And MAF training, aka heart rate training, aka zone 2 training, aka nice and chill kind of running, it's been my thing. And not being able to run for the mental side, it's started to play a toll, and it's only been 4 days, 4 flipping days, and I'm already feeling like this. Like, I don't know, man. Are you guys feeling like this? And you guys having like kind of down days? Man, some days, you know, you wake up, you know, you just want to pull the covers over your head. It's hard. It's hard to get up and show up for the day. I mean, this is the first sunny day that we've had, and I don't know how long. I say this on some of my videos when I see a glimpse of sunshine. And today's been really great. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there, you know, they put on a good face for the camera, right? They put on, you know, a show on Instagram, right? On how amazing life can be. I've always said I'm going to be transparent with all of you. And this is just me showing a little bit of raw emotions and just some of the feelings that I'm having right now. And this tends to happen when I'm not running. Right? It tends to kind of show up in those moments. Like the last couple of days have been, guys, it's been rough. I mean, I know it's going to pass, right? And I know I haven't lost a loved one, and I have a home to live in, and you know, I'm very grateful for the things I have in my life, and my heart goes out to all those who don't know when their next meal's coming, who don't know if they're going to be evicted, who don't know whatever's going on. Like, everything's uncertain, you know, that have lost their jobs. Man, I can't imagine. I mean, I know, you know, being in the industry that I am, I mean, it's also a challenge too, right? In terms of, you know, you sell a house, you buy a house, you know, all of those things that go into it. And then, you know, being paid for your services months later. Like, yeah, it's all a challenge, right? It's all a challenge. I guess what I'm trying to say in this video is, yeah, MAF training is, to me, a lifestyle now. I enjoy the runs, but then the endorphins get going, and the emotions, everything just seems to kind of click. And, you know, I lose weight, right? Which is an amazing feeling. And it's just a way of, I don't know, just becoming me, right? I know this is more of a somber video, but I thought that I needed to share this with you guys, because heart rate training is something that I've really come to enjoy. And heart rate training is also 80-20 training, right? Like, it's, you know, 80% training at MAF and 20% speed work is a natural progression for somebody to go from doing full-time base building to like that next level, right? And yeah, I'll get there again, and I will shine, I will stand up, and I will be a stronger individual when I get going. And at the end of the day, it's just basically going to be me against me. And I don't care what anyone else says, right? I don't care about anything that's happening out there. All I know is I'm going to stay true to me, and I'm going to do what works for me. And I encourage all of you to train the way that you feel most comfortable. And if that's 80-20, go for it. If that's Maffetone full-time base building training, then so be it. If it's doing some other sort of training, then so be it. At the end of the day, you got to do you, and you have to do what feels right for you, right, in your training, in your life. So hopefully these videos are helping. Again, sorry for being very raw and kind of a little bit more emotional on today's video. It's just, I don't know, I just need to share it with you guys. I just need to share it. We're in a big soup bowl of emotions right now, for me anyways. And I just have to, I don't know. I just got to figure my stuff out, I guess. So I'll talk later. Thanks for listening, guys.